What's up, everyone? We're out here at the drop at Sand Hollow. This is a pretty cool little obstacle in a razor. I don't know, I think it's pretty fun in a razor. It's very doable in a razor. The wider you get, obviously you get into the Jeeps and stuff, it becomes a little more technical, but that's okay. Anyways, we're gonna show you how I go through this, and hopefully it can give you some tips, and maybe you can give me some tips on what I do wrong. But anyways, let's go check it out. All right, if you don't know where the drop is, I'll put the GPS coordinates in the comments or in the video description, so you can check that out. You can see exactly where I'm at, what we're doing. Okay, first thing about the drop. If you're in a razor, even if you're on 32-inch tires like a Turbo R or a Pro R, you're gonna drag. That's just kind of part of it. So you wanna have a good skid plate or a good YOLO factor, because there's just no getting around it. You're gonna drag your passenger side quarter panel or rocker panel for sure. But to try and minimize that overall, I'm going to show you how we take on this first part. All right, with the first part, as you can see, it's kind of a little bit steeper on this side, a little bit more mellow in the middle, and then, I don't know, it's kind of the same as the middle over on this side. The difference is, you can see right here where people drag, that breakover becomes hard in a 4-seater razor for sure, especially on shorter tires like 30s or 32s. What I do, my strategy, is to cheat this all the way to the passenger side as far as I can, so that basically tilts the car up here, and I only end up dragging on this part a little bit right through here, but that basically keeps it more or less from just bellying out and scraping the whole belly coming across that rock. All right, let's move down to the next section. Okay, once you're up on top of that rock, you have to come hard driver's side. You have to basically come from this far passenger side of the trail back down over here towards the middle to get down this section here. It gets a little tippy if you get your wheels up over on stuff like this. Come over here, and then we're working our way down. This is actually what is known as like the drop itself, not just the lead up to it. As you can see, it's, for reference, I'm about 6'3". It's pretty big. It's nothing to, you know, scoff at. Okay, so for what I look for when I'm coming down through this is I'm looking to keep my driver's side tires basically right here over this little hump. I don't want to be too far up the wall, and I don't want to be down in the wall. Basically, that's going to put my driver's side tire about right here to come down off this little ledge where my foot is. And what that should do is also push my passenger tire into this radius right here. That's what I'm looking to do, so I don't get too far up that wall, get tippy coming this way, and that is basically the line that I choose to take. One thing about this section, I mean, you're gonna drag no matter what right here. Usually the first side that hits is your passenger side over here, and that's okay. It's gonna be part of it. If you don't want to drag, this is probably not the obstacle for you, but if you kind of don't care as much like me, then it's a pretty fun one. So, all right, let's see how it goes. All right, here we go. We're gonna stay high to the passenger side. And then once we come over and touch, we're gonna cut it back. I'm actually gonna back up a little bit right here. Get a little bit straighter on that center section. Feeling a little tippy because we're up high by that passenger side, but that's okay. We'll keep going here. All right, we gotta come over the drop. We gotta get the passenger side front tire to drop. A little tippy and the driver's side's gonna drop. All right, there we go. Okay, we're gonna keep rolling. There we go. Passenger side dropped in. All right, now we're working on keeping our driver's side just over that little hump, so that our passenger side ends up right in that, down in that little radius right there. We don't want to be too far to the passenger side here. It'll pitch us up over to the driver's side. But we're just going slow, holding the brakes. One thing I can't stress enough about off-roading 2 feet and keeping your heels planted so that you can actually control